This is Kenya News Update today. A mountain of garbage just collapsed in the Philippines, and it's not just trash that's buried. One young woman is dead, and more than 30 people are missing, trapped under a wave of waste. Coming up, you'll see the desperate search for survivors and discover why this disaster was a tragedy waiting to happen. Meet the families waiting for news, and the workers who risk their lives every day in a system that's fundamentally broken. A 22-year-old woman is dead. Her name hasn't been released, but her story ends here. Rescuers pulled 12 injured sanitation workers from the debris at the Binalio landfill in Cebu City. They're in the hospital now. But here's the terrifying twist. The mayor says it may be impossible to reach survivors. This isn't a normal landslide. This is a mountain of unstable, rotting garbage. If you pull from the top, the bottom is soft. You could make it worse for anyone still alive underneath. The cause is still unclear, but here's what nobody's talking about. This was no accident. Cebu City Councilor Joel Garganura says it was the result of poor waste management. Operators were cutting into one mountain of trash, mining the soil, and piling garbage to form another. It's not a sanitary landfill. It's an open dump site. And then, something shocking happened. On Thursday, that unstable mountain gave way. Some 300 people from government agencies and civilian groups have been deployed. Excavators, ambulances, and fire trucks are on site, but the clock is ticking. Families are gathered, waiting for updates on their loved ones. Meet Belen Antigua, a Binalio resident. Her son survived, but she's still waiting for other relatives to be found. Another family has been there since Friday morning, looking for their children. And then, listen to this heartbreaking plea from Michelle Lumapas, whose brother works at the landfill. I could not understand my emotions. They said those trapped are calling for help, so there's a possibility that my brother is still there. Can you imagine, hearing that people are calling for help but not being able to reach them? This landfill is massive, about 15 hectares. That's 37 acres of compressed waste. Landfills like this are common in major Philippine cities. Cebu is the trading center of the Visayas Islands, but here's the part that will blow your mind. This is about more than one collapse. This is about a global system that treats both waste and the people who handle it as disposable. The workers at the bottom, literally and figuratively, pay the price. The implications are terrifying. Some say it's a tragic accident. Others say it's criminal negligence. The tension is clear. A private company was operating a dangerous site. A city councilor calls it an open dump site, not a landfill. The mayor warns rescuers that every move could endanger those still trapped. But if the practices were so poor, why was it allowed to operate? That's the unanswered question hanging over this entire disaster. The search continues. All response teams remain fully engaged, Mayor Nestor Archival said. But for the families waiting, every second feels like an eternity. This is a story of environmental failure and human cost. It's a warning sign for every city struggling with its waste. Do you think this was a preventable tragedy? Who should be held responsible? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking global news that hits close to home.